Facebook will soon see 1 billion active daily users. The news comes as the company shares its 2015 earnings report.
Virtually all of the gains came from advertising, with revenue from ads alone bringing in $5.6 billion. Joining us now is Mashable.com senior tech correspondent Christina Warren. Hey, Christina.
Hey there.
So let's go over the earnings here. This is a pretty big earnings report for Facebook. They blew away Wall Street estimates.
They blew away estimates on the top and the bottom line. They killed it. They not only dominated earnings per share, but also revenue, and they beat their estimates for daily and monthly active users. So they're killing it.
So they're getting all this revenue from ad sales, and a huge portion of those mobile ad sales. I think 80% was the number. What are they doing right that no one else seems to be getting right at this point?
Well, it's interesting because Facebook was a little bit slow to mobile, and when they first went public, that was actually one of the things people were concerned about. They said, well, how are they going to adjust from going to the desktop to mobile? And I think they recognized that that was an area of weakness, and they just doubled down. They hired more and more product people. They rebuilt their mobile apps, and they started making acquisitions. They bought Instagram, which was probably one of the best purchases they ever could have made.
People scoffed when they first
did. It's been $1 billion, best $1 billion you could have spent. Totally. And kind of became okay with having brands that exist beyond just Facebook. So you have Instagram, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook Messenger. So even if you're not using the core Facebook app on mobile, you're still interacting with Facebook products on mobile.
So what's interesting to me also about these earnings is that not only is Facebook growing its massive user base, it is actually profiting from that user base and the growth of that user base.
It's insane. I mean, they're doing a really good job. They have so much information about the users, and they're able to target it to advertisers in a really big way. And obviously, advertisers are seeing something from it because they're continuing to advertise with them. You compare that to a company like Twitter, who's had a rougher time with that, where advertisers don't necessarily know what they're getting. They're not really sure if it makes a lot of sense to advertise, whereas Facebook, they get a lot of analytics, and they want to come back and give them more money.
So this great earnings report. What does this mean for Facebook for the future? Where are they going to branch out? Virtual reality?
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing. They're pretty dominating mobile, and I think they were, even if they were slow to it, they saw and made the right pivot. And, they think that the VR with Oculus could be the next big play, and that could be the next big platform. And so I wouldn't bet against them. When they bought Oculus, a lot of people laughed the same way they did about Instagram. But now it's looking like this could be a huge platform, not just for gamers, but for future interactions. So who knows, in 5 or 6 years, we might all be messaging one another through virtual goggles.
So the messaging is interesting to me because there are a couple of things about Facebook. They were also sort of mocked in the early days when they tried to get involved in mobile.
Yes.
That wasn't considered one of their strengths.
Right.
Now they are the dominant. They have 80% of the market.
Now they're a mobile company. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They're a mobile company. The revenue comes from that. Their users are, they have almost as many active users on mobile as they do on desktop, which is huge. They have 900 million users active on both Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp. More than 300 million users on Instagram. They're killing it. And I think it's because they recognized their early mobile products weren't great, so they said, okay, we're going to double down and we're going to build these and make great mobile experiences.
And let's just, for our viewers, just so they can see that, Facebook has 1.59 billion users, but they added 14% more from 2014.
It's insane. You wonder where is left for them to grow.
Right?
That's in a month. Yeah, you wonder where's left for them to grow. And I think they see that, again, that's why mobile's been so important to them, because you look at emerging markets where they don't have access to desktop computers. The first computing experience is going to be the phone. So it's really important that Facebook has a great mobile experience.
Seems like they have a magic formula going on.
And our parents are on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Scary.
No one could have predicted it would continue to be popular.
You hate it, you can't escape it.
Right.
You have to be on it because it's how you keep
I find it really strange. Actually, it's not just our parents. Like grandparents are like,
same.
hey, I saw your tie was crooked. Please fix that.
It is. It's like the one that has crossed all of these generations. And when our parents started using it, we thought, oh,
we're like,
that's going away.
It's over. But now it's like, you can't escape it because if you don't have a Facebook account, like, even if you don't want one, you have to have one.
Although, let's just say this, there is probably one company out there that maybe younger people are more in tune with, and that's Snapchat.
That is Snapchat.
And could we see something? Could we see perhaps an acquisition there? They bought WhatsApp, they bought Instagram.
I think Facebook would love that. They've made overtures a couple of times. Snapchat has turned them down. But I mean, definitely what's interesting is that's been the one area they haven't been able to capture. They've tried to build a Snapchat clone twice, and they failed both times. So it'll be interesting to see if they can try to build something in-house, kind of like they did with Messenger, or if, maybe, the way that the market is kind of constructing a little bit, maybe Snapchat will end up having to sell to them one day. Who knows?
All right. Christina Warren, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Christina.